As we'll go ahead and reset the lineup right quick here. It will be the 9 of Gary Wright and the 11C of Matt Covington in row number 1. The 88 of Tim Crawley and the 45X of Johnny Herrera will make up row number 2. The 57 of Shane Stewart and the 41 of Jason Johnson will make up row number 3. Row 4, you'll find the 24 of Darren Pittman and the 23 of Seth Bergman. Row 5, the 81 of Danny Wood and the 29 of Travis Riley. Row 7 will be the 99 of Brady Bacon and the 11G of Mike Goodman. Row 8 will be the 87 of Aaron Reitzel and the 28 of Jeff Swindell. Row 9 will be the 2 of Dustin Morgan and the 45K of Colt Walker. Row 10, the 03 of Joe Wood Jr., the 21K of Luke Kennedy. Row 11 will be the 30 of Brandon Korn and the 71X of Channon Tankersley. Your 12th row, the 23J of Junior Jenkins, the 15 of Wayne Brown, and again, Bruce Griffith paying the $1,400 tab to get into tonight's A main event, as all of that money will go back into the purse. As looking over the racetrack, it looks like all 13 rows of cars have been accounted for, and I wish you could be here to see this, ladies and gentlemen. The Lucas Oil American Sprint Car Series National Tour down the front straightaway, 4 wide, and their salute to the race fans. Of course, if you can't see it here tonight, you're going to see it Tuesday on RacinBoys.com. As everybody get lined up into their traditional side-by-side formation, Gary Wright, Matt Covington again will set the pace down to the drop of the green flag as they will catch up to the pace car here. Johnson, Wood, and Rylett, your top 10 starters. Dover and Brown, Reitzel and Swindell, Morgan and Walker, Wood Jr., and Kennedy, your top 20. Korn, Tankersley, Jenkins, Brown, and Griffith. 25 cars set to take the green flag. Officials making one last check over the lineup to make sure everybody exactly where they need to be. It's going to be a $12,000 to win a main event tonight at the Lone Star Sprint Car Nationals in Kilgore, Texas. Gary Wright, the Texan, he will set the pace down to the drop of the green flag. Covington to his outside, 2 very fast drivers on an absolutely loaded, stacked, incredible field here tonight, as they'll make their way down the back straightaway side by side. The anticipation building, the electricity, you could feel it in the stands as the packed Turn 4 grandstand set to see the dirt fly. The caution lights are down. The green flag is in the air at a 4, and we are underway with the Lone Star Sprint Car A-Main. Out comes the green side by side, 3 wide through turns 1 and 2, and up front it's going to be the Texans showing the way. Gary Wright going to lead, but now 2 cars on the move. Johnny Herrera and Shane Stewart both right on the bottom through turns 3 and 4. Herrera up into 3rd, Stewart up into 4th. They're going to shuffle the 80 to Tim Crawley back to 5th. The 41 of Wayne Johnson right there in 6th. 7th is going to be the 24 of Darren Pittman. 8th, the 23 of Seth Bergman. 9th is going to be Rylett. Your top 10 right now going to round out with Danny Wood as they'll work down the front straightaway. It is all Gary Wright in the Lubbock Record Service number 9. Covington's 11C continuing to sit in 2nd as they work down the back straightaway. The oil field equipment and manufacturing entry working to the high side into turns 3 and 4 is now Jason Johnson on the move. The slide job on Shane Stewart. Stewart dives it down across the racetrack. Side by side, the battle going to be for 4th. Shane Stewart going to steal it back. Jason Johnson, though, going to fight right back down to the bottom. What a move! Jason Johnson nearly feeding the right rear to Shane Stewart as they work into turns 3 and 4. Stewart down to the bottom of the racetrack. He'll try to protect the position. Make that Jason Johnson. He's coming back after him in the Pope Properties number 41. Down to the bottom of the racetrack again. Still can't get it done as slower traffic about to become an issue for these drivers. Up front, Gary Wright has got 2 of them right in front of him. Bruce Griffith and Wayne Brown about to go a lap down as a 9 will split them into turns 1 and 2. Gary Wright up front right now and running away with this thing. Matt Covington about to have company as it's Johnny Herrera. Herrera going to dive down to the middle of the racetrack. He's got slower traffic in front of him. Now going to have to slide it back up to the cushion through turns 3 and 4. The track still with multiple grooves of racing. The high side, though, the preferred line. As Shane Stewart now right on the back bumper. Johnny Herrera, he's knocking on the door for a show position here as we continue on to the back straightaway. As they'll come around this time, they're going to work on lap number 7. It's still Gary Wright showing the way. Junior Jenkins now a lap down to competition. On the high side, go your top 4. Down to the inside goes Jason Johnson as he continues to run at 5th. It's now Darren Pittman starting to run him down. Darren Pittman, after the redraw, puts him behind the 8 ball, trying to make his way up through the running order. Gary Wright, though, taking no prisoners as he continues to run away, but slower traffic about to become an issue again for the Texan. As they'll work into turns 3 and 4, the battle for second now. Johnny Herrera going to steal the way. Hollywood Herrera with a slide job. Matt Covington, though, dives it down the racetrack. Here we go, side by side to turns 1 and 2. Matt Covington back down to the bottom of the racetrack. Johnny Herrera to the high side. Hollywood going to have second as they'll work up a turn number 2. 41 of Jason Johnson nearly sideways, just about loses the handle on that race car, gathers it back up. We stay clean, we stay green as they work into slower traffic now. Gary Wright, he's got Johnny Herrera trying to run him down as they go around the 87 of Aaron Reitzel. Reitzel left down to competition as they both go to the high side. The 87 now going to slide it up as here comes Jason Johnson again. He'll go by the 11C of Matt Covington. So Covington starting to fade a little bit here as we work on lap number 11. Your leader down the back straightaway. He has about a half a straightaway advantage over the 45X of Johnny Herrera. They work through turns 3 and 4. Both drivers up to the high side. They are pounding the cushion as they work to the front straightaway. Lap car now between the 9 and the 45X. Brandon Korn. He's going to hold up Herrera. Herrera down to the inside. Here comes Shane Stewart. Shane Stewart running in third now. He's going to run down Johnny Herrera, but Herrera able to clear the 30 of Brandon Korn, and Stewart's about to have company again. Here comes Jason Johnson. Jason Johnson running in fourth right now. Your top 5, the 11C of Matt Covington is one driver down to the infield. It's the 87 of Aaron Reitzel. Reitzel done early in this A-main event as we work on 13 laps in this 40-lap A-main event. The 41 of Jason Johnson working through slower traffic, trying to run down the 57 of Shane Stewart to try to battle for third as the battle up front is about to shape up. The 9 of Gary Wright held up by slower traffic, and here comes Herrera again. Down to the inside goes Johnny Herrera. The crowd reacting. They're on their feet. Here comes the 45X. Can't get it done. Johnny Herrera going to scrub off some speed through turns 3 and 4. That's going to leave the door wide open for Shane Stewart. Stewart down to the inside. He's got the pass to the back straightaway. Shane Stewart and the Rockstar Energy Drink 57 is on the move now. He's going to try to run down your race leader. Lap cars side by side right in front of him. One of them is Jeff Swindell. The other one, Joe Wood Jr. Joe Wood Jr. to the high side. Jeff Swindell down to the bottom. Those two battling for position as the battle for the race lead about to heat up. 4 cars over the striking distance. It's game on into turns 3 and 4. Shane Stewart down to the bottom, slides it up across the racetrack. He'll lose some speed at Gary Wright to the bottom of Jeff Swindell. He'll try to put him between him and the 57. Shane Stewart held up behind Jeff Swindell. Swindell going to try to fight his way back on the lead lap as they'll work into turns 3 and 4. The 20th Swindell down to the bottom. Gary Wright, your race leader, up to the high side. Wright still able to stay ahead of him. The 20th Swindell still get a hold of the 57 of Shane Stewart as they're working into turns 1 and 2. Shane Stewart now having to make up a lot of ground on Gary Wright as the battle for third now give it to the 41 of Jason Johnson. Johnson going to steal away from the 45X of Johnny Herrera is now the 41 on the move on the high side. He will clear the 28. He will clear the 03. He is on a mission now as he works the high side to turns 1 and 2. As we work on lap 19 here at the Lone Star Speedway, the 57 of Shane Stewart. He is running down the 9 of Gary Wright down the front straightaway. It's going to be about 4 car lengths of disadvantage now for Shane Stewart as he dives it down to the bottom of the racetrack. To the high side goes the Texan. To the inside goes Stewart. Side by side for a moment. It's Gary Wright though with a race lead. Into turns 3 and 4 though. Slide job. Shane Stewart up to the tough spot. Gary Wright dives it down the bottom of the racetrack. He'll still back the race lead to the front straightaway. The Lubbock Record Service number 9, the Rockstar Energy Drink 57. As now here comes Jason Johnson. 3 cars, only one can show the way, and here we go again. As one car gonna blow up a motor right in front of your leaders. It's gonna be the driver to Manitoba, Winnipeg, Canada. He's starting to lose an engine. Everybody gonna make their way by though. Shane Stewart down to the inside. Gary Wright to the high side. Shane Stewart back into the race lead. Shane Stewart gonna steal it back. Gary Wright now. Jason Johnson right there. Johnson down to the inside. He's gonna steal away second. He's looking for the race lead. The 41 slides it up. Now he's gonna try to fall back to third. The 9 gonna steal it away. Gary Wright just about has second at the line. Down to the bottom of the racetrack though. Jason Johnson will meet him on the high side. He's going to hold on to it as now here comes Johnny Herrera. Herrera going to steal away third now as one car is going to come to a stop to the back straightaway. It's going to be Junior Jenkins and the caution will wave. What a battle up at the front of the field. The caution coming out. Looks like on lap 24. According to Lone Star Speedway, make that 23 Now I'm hearing 23 laps complete. Shane Stewart driving to the front. Him and Gary Wright with a phenomenal battle. Then throw Jason Johnson into that mix. My, oh my, 3 cars going at it in slower traffic. Gary Wright going to line up in third. Johnny Herrera and Darren Pittman right now going to be your top 5. The 53 of Jack Dover has driven up into 6th after starting 11th. The 23 of Seth Bergman is up to 7th. 8th is going to be... looks like the 29 of Travis Rylett. 9th going to be the 99 of Brady Bacon. Your top 10 going to round up with the 11C of Matt Covington. So Covington, after running up front early, now fading back in this A main event. So Shane Stewart will be your race leader. The 41 of Jason Johnson will line up in second. The 9 of Gary Wright in third. The 45X of Johnny Herrera. The 24 of Darren Pittman, your top 5. Then it'll be the 53 of Jack Dover. The 23 of Seth Bergman. The 29 of Travis Rylett. The 99 of Brady Bacon. And the 11C of Matt Covington will round out your top 10. Then it'll be the 88 of the Crawdaddy, Tim Crawley. He's going to line up in 11th. 12th right now is going to be the 21 of Brian Brown. 13th, you're going to find... I believe the 30 of Brandon Korn. That should be the 15 of Wayne Brown and the 11C of Matt Covington fading back to 15th. Then it'll be the 45K of Colt Walker, the 2 of Dustin Morgan, the 71X of Channing Tankersley, the 17 of Bruce Griffith, the 28 of Jeff Swindell, and the 03 of Joe Wood Jr. is going to round out the lineup here at the Lone Star Sprint Nationals. With 23 laps complete, 23 laps in. So 3 laps past the halfway point here in this 12,000 to win A main event. As right now waiting as they are scraping the outside concrete here at the Lone Star Speedway. The top of the racetrack still good. The cushion phenomenal. There is a bottom, but it is black and slick right through the middle of this racetrack. Are down, single file restart. The cone already out on the front straightaway. Again, you cannot pass till you pass the cone. You cannot hit the cone. You cannot go below the cone. You cannot sneeze at the cone, as everybody must stay single file until they get past the cone, as we are just about ready to go. 23 laps in the books in this 40-lap A main event, just past the halfway point, and it's game on again as they work over turn number 4. Jason Johnson immediately going to try to set up for the pass for the race lead. He dives it down to the bottom. He'll slide up across the racetrack. You've got a new leader, Jason Johnson. A textbook slide job, and he'll show the way. Jason Johnson going to steal the race lead. Shane Stewart going to fall to second now, going to try to run him down. The Rockstar Industry 57 is on a mission as they're working at turns 1 and 2. Jason Johnson down to the bottom of the racetrack. He'll slide it up across the 57, going to close right to his back bumper. Going to bobble a little bit, though. Just about stuffs the right rear into the wall as he'll dive it down to the bottom now. Another slide job. Shane Stewart now back to the race lead. Jason Johnson, he'll turn it down the racetrack. Who's going to win the race to the bottom? It's going to be Shane Stewart. Shane Stewart down to the bottom of the racetrack. He'll slam the door on the 41 of Jason Johnson. Gary Wright right there in third. Then it's going to be the 24 of Darren Pittman. The 45X of Johnny Herrera going to fade back to 5th as the battle is on up front. Jason Johnson still in pursuit of the 57 of Shane Stewart. They work into turns 1 and 2. Stewart now going to slide to the middle of the racetrack. Looks like maybe a little bit of rubber starting to develop right in the middle of turns 1 and 2 as Jason Johnson down to the bottom. He'll slide it up. Not enough steam, though. He's going to hold on to second. Stewart, though, going to run away. Shane Stewart now going to switch lines all the way up to the high side here at the Lone Star Speedway. Darren Pittman going to go after Gary Wright for third as Jason Johnson nearly spills it off at turn number 2. Gets it straightened up as the battle now going to be for 5th. The 53 of Jack Dover down to the bottom of the racetrack. He'll slide it up across the nose of Johnny Herrera. Herrera, though, going to battle back down to the inside line. He'll try to steal it back. He'll do so in the 1 and 2, but can he hold on to it? Jack Dover back down to the bottom, and Dover going to steal it away. Jack Dover back up into the top 5 as now Shane Stewart is running away with this thing. Shane Stewart's 57 out front and leading as one driver down into the infield. It looked like the 11G make that the 11C of Matt Covington. The 11G of Mike Goodman still on the racetrack now as we continue into slower traffic. Shane Stewart around the 17 of Bruce Griffith as Joe Wood Jr. going to call it quits early as we work on lap 30. 30 laps in, 10 laps to go, $12,000 inches away from Shane Stewart as he works off of turn number 4. He continues to lead by about a half a straightaway. The 41 of Jason Johnson sitting in second. The 24 of Darren Pittman takes over third. The 9 of Gary Wright running in fourth. The 53 of Jack Dover, your top 5. The 45X of Johnny Herrera. The 23 of Seth Bergman. The 29 of Travis Rylett. Then it's going to be a battle for 9th. It's going to be the 99 of Brady Bacon. The 21 of Brian Brown. Those two in a good battle as they worked off at turn number 2. Now it's going to be Bacon with the advantage. They work off at turn number 4, though. Brown still running at your top 10. Then it's going to be the 81 of Danny Wood, the 88 of Tim Crawley, the 11G of Mike Goodman, the 45K of Cole Walker, the 2 of Dustin Morgan, the 71X of Shannon Tankersley. Then it's going to be the 28 of Jeff Swindell, the 30 of Brandon Korn. Then we find your race leader, the 57 of Shane Stewart. Down to the bottom of the racetrack, the turns 1 and 2, trying to make his way around the Korn Collision Center, number 30. He'll slide it up across the racetrack. He's going to put the cushion between him and Jason Johnson. Johnson, though, is closing in. Jason Johnson's number 41 as we work on lap 34. Now less than 6 laps to go. He's going to close in, but Brandon Korn going to hold him up down the back straightaway. Jason Johnson was in striking distance. Now going to have to try to find his way around the lap car. The 57 of Shane Stewart is rocking up front of the Rockstar Energy Drink, number 57, as he works to the high side to turns 1 and 2. Darren Pittman trying to use this lap car to his advantage. Can't get it done, though, as Johnson's able to pull away. Does he have enough, though, to run back down Shane Stewart? Stewart now going to pull to the back bumper of Jeff Swindell. Swindell already a lap down the competition. The Dobbs 4, number 28. He goes to the high side. Shane Stewart going to dive it down to the bottom, and Swindell's going to give him plenty of room. Stewart able to pull away as Darren Pittman now going to make his way around the 30 of Brandon Korn. Korn, though, back down to the inside line. He's trying to battle with the leaders as they work through turns 3 and 4. Shane Stewart still your race leader. The 41 of Jason Johnson still sitting in second. Then it's the 24 of Darren Pittman running in third. The 9 of Gary Wright. The 53 of Jack Dover still your top 5. The 45X of Johnny Herrera. The 23 of Seth Bergman. The 29 of Travis Rylett. The 21 of Brian Brown. The 99 of Brady Bacon. Now your top 10 as 2 laps to go. 2 laps remain. 2 laps to go. Your leader off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Jason Johnson gonna have to try everything he's got if he wants to run him down, as this time white flag is out. One more time around for Shane Stewart. Shane Stewart gonna take it to the bottom through turns 1 and 2. He's gonna make his way around the 71X of Shannon Tankersley. Tankersley already a lap down the competition. He's got less than a half a lap to go. This time, final turn, final time. $12,000 belongs to Shane Stewart. Shane Stewart will pick up the win. The 41 of Jason Johnson, the 24 of Darren Pittman. Then it's going to be the 9 of Gary Wright, the 53 of Jack Dover, the 45X of Johnny Herrera, the 23 of Seth Bergman, the 29 of Travis Rylett, the 21 of Brian Brown, and the 81 of Danny Wood. Going to round out your top 10 here in the closing laps. Ladies and gentlemen, what a battle, as your winner comes to us out of Bixby, Oklahoma, on the Rockstar Energy Drink, Makita Power Tools, and Car and Fleet Parts number 57, Shane Stewart.